Hello, thank you for joining Omi in Sedona Yoga for your post-run My10 workout. This workout is quick and great to do when you finish a heavy leg workout. So with no further ado, please subscribe and join our family, and let's talk to our mat. Alright, yogi, come to the front of your mat, stand tall in your mountain pose so your knees are soft, slight tilt in your pelvis, invisible string lifting your head up tall. We're going to shake out that work you did on your hike or your run. So inhale, look overhead as your palms touch, and as you exhale, we're going to start by releasing the posterior chain, so bring your hands in front of you to cross. And then just start tick-tocking it out. And if you just got done a run or a hike on one of our beautiful trails, this should feel so good to invert your body and release that posterior chain. Keep your knees soft, and what I'd like you to do is actually start pedaling them a little bit. So bending one knee and then the other as you shift side to side. And make this a vinyasa. And what that means is simply uniting your breath and your body movement. Draw your awareness to the muscles that you're stretching. If it's comfortable now, you can bring your hands to the mat, but if that's not working for you, just keep your arms crossed and pedal that way, or come onto your fingertips, or even hold on at your ankles. Whatever is right for your body. And now let's just come into our forward fold with slightly soft knees. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, and as you extend that exhale, just step yourself back into a plank. You can drop your knees if you like to chaturanga, or hug those elbows in, shoulders slightly forward, and sweep up with your next inhale into an upward dog. But if this doesn't work for your back, my friend, you can be down here, you can be right here in a cobra. Whichever works for you. Take a nice deep inhale, and let's exhale it up to a down dog so we can work those calves. So start by deepening, bend your knees, lift a little taller, and then press those heels down. And remember that pedal movement, we're going to do it but slow it down. So bend your right knee, look under your left armpit as your left heel presses toward the mat. And take a breath here for me. And then just subtly shift your weight. Your right heel comes down, you're looking under your right armpit, left knee bends, and take a breath here. And now just make this a vinyasa, moving with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling as you pedal those feet. Inhaling as you switch. Exhaling as your heels sink. One more just like this. On either side, please, yogi. Then lift on both heels and bring them down. Look towards your navel. And give me 3 breaths here in your down dog, please. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Exhale. Your next inhale lifts your right leg. You don't have to go into a full down split if you don't want to, but you can. Otherwise, you can just pull that foot through. We're going to come into our pyramid pose for 3 breaths. So step that leg through. You're making a Christmas tree with your legs. Your knees are slightly soft. You're letting that torso ragdoll over your front leg. You're giving me 3 deep breaths. 2 more. One more breath here, yogi. Your next inhale starts to walk you to a wide leg. Hook your first 2 fingers around your big toes. Press your toes to the earth as you use your strength to pull you down and stretch those hamstrings, still keeping those knees soft. And yes, we are holding each pose for 3 breaths here. So give me 2 more here, yogi. 1 more breath. Walk this around. Come into a low lunge. Right away drop that back knee. Right away push back into a runner's lunge. Stay here for 3 nice breaths. Inhale as you come forward. Bend that knee in like you're going into a pigeon. Lift that back leg. Press it forward to get the front of the thigh now. Hold for 3 breaths. Your next exhale releases that leg. Come into your plank. Lift yourself strong. Take a second here just to feel your core strength. Inhale where you are. Exhale back up to a down dog. Let's just stay here and pedal that out. So pedal that out a little more. Take a few more deep breaths here. Vinyasa it out. If you've been climbing up our beautiful rock formations, we have Courthouse behind me and Bell isn't far. You can't really climb Courthouse, but you can climb Bell. You know your calves get tight. So take a second to stretch them out here. And now come into a full down dog. Give me 1 deep breath as you look at that belly button. And then inhale the left leg up into that split or just as high as you need to get it. To pull it through between your hands and come into that pyramid pose on your left. And just like the other side, we're going to stay here for 3 deep breaths. Your knees are soft. Upper body ragdoll. 2 more breaths, yogi. And the tail of the next exhale walks you around. Hook your big toe with those first 2 fingers. Use your toe to press those fingers into the earth as you pull yourself farther forward in your wide leg forward fold, where you stay here for 2 more nice deep breaths. Come up out of this as you walk around into a low lunge. And as you exhale, take it on back into that runner's lunge and stay here for 3 breaths. Exhale, and next exhale starts walking you forward. Wiggle that foot around so that you're coming into a pigeon first. Then lift that back leg to get that quadricep of the back leg. Give me 3 breaths. And the tail of that last exhale, you release. You push back into that plank. You take a nice inhale as you feel the strength of your body. You exhale back up to your down dog for one final breath, looking towards your belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you walk yourself forward. Exhale as you surrender into a forward fold. Inhale as you round it up. Looking up, palms touch. Exhale to heart center. We're going to open up our hips just a bit with 2 final stretches and we are done. So turn forward on your mat. We're going to go into a single leg chair pose. So cross that leg like you are going to go into, almost like you are going to go into tree, but cross it on top. Sit back, open up that hip. Rise up out of that one. Let's get that on the other side. Make sure you're not standing on a rock. Cross that leg. Sink on back. Single leg chair. And if you wiggle, if you wobble, it's okay. And if you grab a wall, it's also okay. Or a chair. Come up out of that with control. Exhale to heart center. Hopefully your legs feel better and looser from your run. Thank you for sharing this time with Omi and Sedona Yoga. And namaste.